and I are on our way to IKEA, and the closest IKEA is about like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from us. So we're taking a little bit of a road trip, and Cooper is with us, and so far he's good, but we're only like 10 minutes down the road, so we're hoping to get there without him screaming his head off. He's not a big fan of the car. So I asked on Instagram and Snapchat if anyone had any questions or topics that he wanted me to talk about on the way to IKEA, since it's a little bit of a ways, and I wish that I had a car mount so I could like not be holding this. I feel like my arm is shaking, but I'm gonna try and answer these questions as best I can, or we will. So one of the first questions was, how did we meet? And we met on Match.com, and that was in March of 2014.
Right.
Yeah, so we met on Match.com, and yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to it.
She winked at me first.
Yeah, I sent him a wink. If you're not familiar with Match, that's how it works. You kind of like wink at each other, and then you can send messages or whatever. So I winked at him to let him know that I was interested.
I looked at her picture, but I didn't think I had a chance because she was really pretty and younger than me. So I looked and moved forward, and
that is also everyone's favorite question about how old we are.
I'm 37.
And I'm 26, so there is 11 years between us.
But I'm immature, so it works out.
And I'm like an old lady, so we kind of even out. But I feel like it's best that way. I don't know, probably because I've always been kind of mature, and well, I mean, I just feel like I've always been a little bit older than I am, and so
I've always kind of been accused of being an older soul too. I remember at 19, people telling me I was really mature. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think...
What are personalities?
I think, you know, if... Yeah, I don't think age is really a big issue for me. I think we're perfect together, and that's really all that matters. Okay, so one of the next questions was, what is my favorite show to binge watch? And I must say that I am a huge Bachelor and Bachelorette fan. I'm obsessed.
That's not really binge watching, because you watch it like when it comes out.
Okay, well,
that's more of a Netflix-y question.
Okay, so Netflix
or recorded shows.
I've already watched Parenthood, like the whole season twice. Yeah, twice. Every episode. I used to be like a really big Criminal Minds binge watcher, and I've seen most of them except for the new ones. But that was back when I was pregnant with Carter. For whatever reason, I was obsessed with it, and now it kind of gives me like the, I don't know, I can't watch it anymore. I don't know what happened. My warped sense of, I don't know.
You wanted to murder someone at that time?
I don't know, I was just like so obsessed with all these creepy ways that somebody could, I don't know, I just wanted to be like prepared in case something ever happened to me. So, I think that's really it. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV, to be honest. I don't.
You don't?
I like Fixer Upper, but you know, I don't like binge watch it. I just watch the episodes when they come on, so that's really about it. I'm not a big TV or movie person. Alright, so I hope that you can't hear the air conditioner right now. It's just my arm is getting way too tired. Another question was, hey, I'm gonna give him a cracker. So another question was, what is my advice for new YouTubers? And, what, are you gonna say something?
Nope.
I consider myself a new YouTuber too, so I don't know, that's kind of the...
So my observations are that you are very organized, like you have a plan, like you're constantly thinking about it. You're very diligent, you know. Most people don't see how much you work on your YouTube channel with, you know, filming and editing, you're very scheduled, you know, I mean, you take it seriously like it's, you know,
I think the
your
main
job,
thing
because you
is
really
that,
love it.
right, I mean, you have to love it. You have to go into it knowing that it's like your hobby and not like, which I think most people do. I mean, you don't really go into YouTube hoping that you're gonna make all this money. You know, that can come along with it, with a lot of hard work and stuff, but I think the main thing is that you have to constantly put content out. You can't just post every now and then when you have the time. It has, like, if it's really something that you want to do, you have to be putting stuff out there all the time. You have to constantly be engaging with people who like to watch your content. I mean, it really is, I mean, it becomes your job, really. I mean, I consider it my job, and it's a job that I enjoy. I mean, you just have to really be diligent about what you're putting out. And I have like a planner full of stuff. Like, I have a section where I write all my ideas for videos, and I know, you know, at least a week or two in advance what's gonna go up and what days. It's also good to have like a schedule of when you post so that people know when your videos are coming out. But I guess also the main thing is just to be yourself. I think a lot of people try to be somebody else who they like to watch, and they think, oh, well, because, you know, they have all these followers, I should be like them. But it's, you know, completely the opposite. People are wanting to see somebody who's real and genuine, and I think that's what's going to get you the farthest, rather than trying to like emulate somebody else. I mean, who wants to watch somebody who's just like somebody else? So just be yourself, and I think the more that you do it, the more comfortable you get in front of the camera. When I look back in front in like on my first videos compared to now, there's like a huge difference. But you know, if you're worried about putting yourself out there, what people are gonna think, I mean, you're never gonna get started, you're never gonna get better. So you just have to do it. I mean, this is a really big question. People are asking me this all the time. So that's really all I can say. There's really no secret formula to it. You just gotta start.
Don't let the trolls bother you. Yeah,
don't let the trolls get to you, because there's gonna be trolls. There's gonna be a lot of trolls. And I am a people pleaser, and so it's very difficult for me to ignore the trolls or to not take it personally. But you just, I mean, you can block whoever you want. It's your channel. So if somebody is putting rude comments on there and you don't like them, why don't you just block them? It's that easy. It doesn't affect you. They can't see your content. That's their fault, and they shouldn't have put that on there. So,
well, trolls do it because that's what they're less about watching the videos and liking something, and more about finding something they don't like in everything that they watch or everything that they look at.
That's true. Your real subscribers will not comment like that on your videos. Okay, what was another question? Oh, how long did it take to reach? Another cracker? How long did it take to reach 1,000 followers or subscribers? And I think it was like 2 months. I don't know exactly. It wasn't very long. I thought it was going to take me like forever.
I think your goal is to try to be like 3 months to 1,000 followers, and you got to 2 faster.
I was trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, like by the end of December 31st of last year. I was trying to get to 1,000, and I started my channel in October, and I think I reached 1,000 in like November. I don't know. It was really quick. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be.
But then you jump from 1,000 to
like 5,000 real quick.
Like in probably half the time it took you to get to 1,000.
Yeah, it was fast. I think the main thing is getting to like 100 followers. I think your first few followers, it takes a while to get that, and then it just kind of picks up speed after that. And yeah, I really don't have a magic formula. I don't. I wish that I did. Let me see what other questions I had. I had a question about breastfeeding, and a lot of people were asking like if I was still breastfeeding and if I had any advice for breastfeeding for a while. And I stopped breastfeeding Cooper at 9 months, and he's 10 months, about a month ago, and it wasn't like a planned kind of thing. I was going to try and do it till he was like a year old. I breastfed with Carter till he was like 6 months, but I was going to try and go a little bit longer with Cooper, and I did till 9 months, but I stopped, not for any reason in particular, just at night I was trying to give him a bottle so that I thought maybe it would help him to sleep a little bit longer, and then he started to prefer the bottle a little bit more, and then he also was biting, and that was painful. But he just started to prefer the bottle, and then he started to sleep better at night, so I thought, well, maybe he was hungry. And I think my milk supply just kind of started to diminish, and I just felt more comfortable giving him the bottle because I knew that he was getting what he needed and was sleeping longer, and he just kind of started to prefer it, and I just switched over like that. It was a very like slow, because I started out formula in his cereal, and then I introduced like a bottle, you know, once a day, and then kind of just like easily weaned off. He just preferred the bottle. It was really easy. But as far as like, you know, my experience breastfeeding for those 9 months, I honestly have never had an issue like with breastfeeding, and I feel for those who want to breastfeed so bad and can't, or have a lot of issues with it. I never had any problems with it. What are you making faces over there? So yeah, I don't really know that I have a whole lot of advice as far as breastfeeding goes. I mean, it's helpful to have a spouse who's supportive of it.
Are there spouses out there that don't support breastfeeding?
Yeah. I think they think it would just be easier. Just like, why don't you just give them a bottle, you know, it would be easier. And
I actually wanted you to go as, you know, as long as you can, because I think there's, you know, health benefits, right? Like they get your immunity to stuff and all that. But
yeah, I mean, I'm pro breastfeeding all the way. Like I would still be doing it if, you know, it's just what happened for us. It kind of was a very easy transition. So he's gonna be a year old in, you know, a month and a half, and he's gonna switch over to regular milk. So we almost made it the full year, and I know that a lot of people are, you know, against formula or whatever, but you do whatever's good for you, and you don't listen to anybody else. You know, in the end, we all turn out. I mean, I was bottle fed, and I think I turned out all right.
You're okay.
But just do whatever's good for you, and don't listen to anybody else. Everybody's always gonna have their opinions on what you do, but in the end, all that matters is what's good for you and your family and your baby, and that's it.
Yeah, I feel like people that you have to do it one way are just very stressed out all the time.
Yeah, I mean, how do you live your life like that?
Like you have to breastfeed, you have to, you know, cloth, diaper your child's.
Organic only.
Right.
I mean, I mean, that's great. I'm not saying there's anything wrong about it, but when you start to like enforce your opinions on other people, like that's just stressing you out more. Just
kids are stressful. Being a parent is stressful. So
yeah, let's all be nice to each other.
I love you, cloth diaper people.
Yeah, kudos to you, cloth diaper people.
You're stronger than me.
Carter, if one of the kids poops in their pants, I just throw it in the trash. You're not gonna see me wash him poop out in the washer.
Just hose them off outside.
No way. That's it. That's all I'll say. I think that was most of the questions. I asked for questions on Snapchat, and then I opened up the snaps, and then the questions disappeared. So
sorry.
If I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. I'll see if I remember them and try to answer them on the way back. However, I am going to be filming when we're in IKEA. I'm going to try to anyways. And I don't want my battery to die. And this vlog is going to be probably super long. I don't know if I'm going to have to split it into part 1 and part 2 because it's going to be long. Alright guys, I'm going to turn off the camera now because I don't want my battery to die. But I will see you all very soon.
Thank you guys, and as always, it's always nice to talk to you, and I'm sure you're looking forward to me being in more videos.
Yes, give us a thumbs up if you want to see my husband in more videos.
I'm kidding, it's fine. Good mobility. Spin it.
360 part, or is it 180?
No, that was a 360.
Woohoo!
180 would be
Ooh!
to that.
You're a trick baby. Was that fun?
Other way.
Ooh. You're gonna make him sick.
You can get like their stuff out of there. Sometimes it'll feel a little different.
Those are pretty. I like those things.
Your coach just like that.
What?
Just like that.
I don't like the color of it. Maybe like a very light gray or something. I mean, I like the sectional part of it. That would be fine. If it was like that color over there. This is what you need right here. You end up sleeping on it.
Yeah, maybe. It's got a short back. I don't like.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I want to look in this cute little room. It's exactly what I want to do right there. The subway tiles. That's why I want to take off the backsplash in our cabinets, and that's going to go in the back.
It just looks plastic.
Well, I think that is plastic. It's not real subway tiles.
I'm just saying like it looks plastic.
Well, that does, yeah, but ours wouldn't.
I like that.
That is a low coffee table.
Saying that I like that picture. It's kind of cool.
Are these okay? I'm looking for the Vivian curtains, I think, or I think that's what they're called. So that's not them. Food break. Food time. What?
I got him. Why don't you take, time to go do whatever you're doing?
Okay, I can go around the corner to the marketplace area. He's got a cookie in one hand. Hey, are you riding in the cart?
Who's got a cookie in one hand and near him?
You both have a cookie in one hand.
I just spit all over you.
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. You're hilarious. Okay, it's gonna be kind of difficult because we're gonna have to, like, I don't know where they're at.
So I guess you can buy them in sections like that.
Oh, well, that's all we need.
Well, we don't need two.
Why? We're just two of us. We
need at least two more.
So one seat is $65. Alright guys, so we are home from IKEA and I'm going to show you what I picked up in like a little haul-ish kind of video. I'm not going to go like too into detail. You will probably see this stuff in future vlogs, like a lot of vlogs or videos for my new house. So I'm going to show you what I picked up. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So I got this little, it's like a vase, I guess you would say, but I just love the color of it. It's just like this milky gray color. I love that. And then to go in it, I grabbed these. And these are going to be so pretty inside of this. I love these. So I grabbed two of these. And these are the, well, is it going to focus or no? Yes, no. Mica 1649. just in case you're interested and want to pick some of those up. And this was the soccer vase designed by Sarah Fager. I don't know, I think there's two in it though. So there's this big one and then there's a smaller one, which is kind of nice. And I don't remember how much this was. Maybe $10, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. These were $3.99, I think. And I did get two of those. I kind of wish that I had gotten more, but, you know, it's all good. And then, let's see. Okay, so this is this a pillow? Yes. Okay, so my husband and I grabbed some new pillows. These are both king size. They're like the feather down ones. We need new pillows like nobody's business. So there's one pillow. Here's another pillow. I think those were $14.99 a piece. And then, okay, so these are two curtains. This is the upside down. This is Vivian, and I got two of them. Whoa, and there's two panels in each one. So there's two in here, and I am going to put these in our room. That is what I'm going to do with those. And then I grabbed the white Vivian ones. I grabbed 3 of these because I'm going to put these in our living room. And we have 3 windows, and there's 2 panels in each one, and you would not believe that these are $10 for 2 panels. That is crazy. So there's $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 to put curtains in my room and the living room. And you might think, you know, like, oh, they're probably $10, but they're like really crappy quality. No, they're not. And I actually got this idea from Brittany York. If you're not following her on Instagram, oh my gosh, her house is to die for. But she had these hanging up in her house, and someone had asked her what curtains were in there, and she said that they were the Vivian ones. So I grabbed some of those. Totally reasonable. I'm probably gonna have to go back and buy more, but you know, 5 will do me for now. And then I also got my favorite thing is this lavender duvet cover, and I had a really hard time choosing between this one and another one that's striped like this, but the stripes were thicker and it was a little bit more gray than this one is, a little bit more to the white side, if that makes sense. So I got this one because I liked that it was a little bit more white than gray. I don't know. The other one is a very popular duvet as well, but I just love this. I had to open it in store and just make sure that I was gonna like it. But I am so excited for that. So of course it's a duvet, so I had to get one of the feather downs. And so this is the Hans Bar, and oh snap, I think we might have grabbed the wrong one. These are supposed to be for, I think it's supposed to be checked if it's a cooler one, and he wanted a cooler one, and this is the warmer one. Oh no, maybe he won't notice. Maybe he'll wake up in the morning and say, ooh, that was really nice last night. I don't know. But anyways, we got one of these. Yeah, this is really nice. I want to say this one was $60. I think this was $60, and I think this was $60. Something like that, which is pretty good for some new bedding. And I got a duvet because I want to be able to take it off and wash it. And I'm glad that it's not solid white, because I mean, this comforter, or the quilt that I have now, like what is that? Oh no, that's just string. But you know, it's just so difficult to keep clean, and it always looks dirty. So at least this one, I can just take it off, wash it, put it back on. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, that is what I picked up from this IKEA trip. I am so excited. I mainly went for the curtains. I saw the curtains on Brittany's Instagram page, and I was like, oh gosh, I want some of those curtains for my new house. And then I was gonna order them online, and I was like, for 2 or 3 curtain panels, it was gonna be like $14 to ship them. And I was like, that's kind of ridiculous for curtain panels. I mean, these things are, you know, it just seems silly to me. So I was like, why don't we drive there? So my sweet husband well, he didn't take off. He actually had a weekend off because it's Easter weekend, and he went with me, and it was so much fun. And Cooper was such a good boy all day long, so it was a really, really good time. And yeah, I can't wait to show you all what this stuff looks like, especially on my bed. And I mean, most of it you're not gonna get like the real effect until I move into my house, but that's like 13 days away, and I'm so excited. You better believe that I'm gonna start decorating the moment that I get in there. I'm so excited. So yep, this is what I picked up at IKEA. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.